Now I'm hyperventilating. Now can we we got Donell in the building.
Welcome,
Hey.
welcome, welcome to the
Yes,
Cool
yes.
Pod. Thank you so much. We are truly, truly excited for this
Yes.
experience. So
Thank you
just
for having me.
thanks, thank you for coming on.
You're
So
welcome.
Danny, do you want to explain our platform first and then we'll get started?
Yeah, let's get right into it. So you are in or at the OOUU Pod. That stands for Overly Obsessed, Unsung, and Underground. So I'm Danny,
And
and
I'm Ree.
Yes.
we are the dynamic. What do we call? Oh, the
Doobie
Doobie
Wrapz
Wrapz.
Duo.
I can't even think straight. The Doobie Wrapz Duo, because we love to have our little, in and all that. But yes, but we love music. That's our number one. And so we wanted to create a platform that embraces unsung artists, independent artists, underground, whatever you want to call it. And and just educate musicians and new up and coming artists on how it is to get into this game. So but we're just super grateful to have you on our show, and
Thank you.
we're gonna have some fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do it.
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. So we always start off with a trivia game, just to break the ice a little bit. And so this trivia game is called Ooh, Where I Want to Be.
Uh-oh. Ooh, where I want to be. Okay, let's
Yeah.
do it.
Okay. So the rules of this game is that we're going to name a song. Majority of them you already know the songs already. And we just want you to tell us where that artist would want to be within that song. So I'm going to give you an example. So like with Young Jock's song Going Down, of course, he wants to be in the trap, the mall, the club, because he says it
Okay.
in the song. So just giving you a little example.
Okay.
So let's see. Number one is Where I Want to Be, which is your song, of course. So at that time, during that song, where did you want to be?
I wanted to be in not another relationship. I wanted to be single so I can pursue
Ding, ding, ding,
other
ding,
things
ding.
that was out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
There you go.
Got it right.
Okay. And the next one is Knock Me Off My Feet. Of course, another one of your songs. So where did you want to be during that song?
Totally in love, totally taken away by the atmosphere of love, Yeah.
Yes. Ding,
Definitely.
ding,
See, you
ding.
get the right. It's you doing it. Go ahead. All right, number 3. We only got 2 more left.
Okay.
Think of You by Usher, which was, of course,
Think of
by
You.
you.
Another one of those songs that he wanted to be the hell away from that girl. She just ain't, she got him going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just wanted to move on to somebody else.
About to lose his mind.
She just had him all over the place.
Exactly.
Or is Get It Together by 702.
Well, they were so confused. That's what they wanted to be. They were confused because they didn't know what they wanted to do. On one hand, the guy is not a good guy. On the other hand, there's something there that it could potentially become better, but they don't know. They were just confused. So they just like, I don't know what I want to do, but just can we fix this thing?
Yes. And the last one is 23 by Jacquees. Where did he want to be?
Well, where he wanted to be was he wanted to just, like have his cake and eat it too. He wanted to, he really didn't want to have a relationship at that young age, but he also wanted to, he had one, but he also wanted to go out and live his life too. But he's only 23. So at that particular time. So, and I think that, when people are 23 years old, it's kind of hard to maintain a relationship at that point. You should be out exploring and finding out what it is you like.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, thanks for confirming that. So I don't feel so guilty when I was.
Yes, because that age, woo, long time ago.
I know.
Yeah. That's what them 20s is for. You got to find it out. You know what I'm saying?
You do. Definitely. Definitely. Well, thank you again, Donell. And you won our game, of course. You got all of the questions right.
There you go.
So,
All right.
yes. So I have to say this. This is an absolute dream come true for the both of us. We like are uber fans. And I had found out a couple of years back, not too long ago, that you wrote "Think of You," and we're gonna tell our age, but I was like 8, 9 when that song came out.
Wow!
And when I tell you that song, anyone who knows me, I played that song all the time. I would watch the video, like we talk what 94 or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I was obsessed over that song. And you know, for you, but now in retrospect, I'm like, I heard your voice. I heard your voice. You know what I'm saying? And it's remarkable that like me being such a fan of just that song.
Mm-hmm.
And then now like the manifestation that's happening. So it's just it's wonderful. Like
it's bittersweet.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about that song is that I mean you said you heard my voice, but I didn't even sing on that record.
No, but I mean that's what I heard your like okay. I could have heard it if you were singing it. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah.
Right. It sounds like something I would have did.
Exactly. So that's just beautiful. So I had to tell you that. But like
I appreciate that.
Yeah, like so but how are you doing? Like how is 2021 going for you?
I am awesome. I'm happy that this album is out. You know, I'm excited that people get to hear some new music from me. I couldn't be in a better place, to be honest with you.
Blessing. Good. And to go back on track, and we hear different stories about like your upbringing, where you come from, but like what really was the pivotal moment when you were younger? Like, okay, I'm gonna do this thing. Music is me. I'm all in.
When I got to high school, I was a horrible student. You know, I skipped school a lot. But I'd be there for music class, and then soon music class was over, I was out. That's how I knew. You know, I had one A and all Fs, and that one A was in music. You know what I'm saying? And my parents, I got my ass kicked so much for not doing the right thing. You know, but music was my thing. You know, I knew that was what I wanted to do, even from a kid being 5 years old. I started singing at the age of 5. My mother bought me a keyboard when I was 11 years old. And I stayed in my room. I was like an introvert. I just kept writing and trying to learn how to do this thing. She bought me a tape recorder that had 2 tape decks on it. So I record on one side and flipping and sing on one side, flip it back. And so I was already preparing myself for music. I just didn't know what would happen. I was a young boy from Chicago. So I didn't think it would really happen for me, but I just stayed with it.
The consistency, dedication.
Yeah.
How did you manage to still stay relevant while being on a hiatus for 7 years?
I think it has a lot to do with the music. I think it has a lot to do with the songwriting. You know, I write more about relationships, makeups, breakups. And I think a lot of people can resonate with that. You know, no matter how old we get or how young the younger kids are, they're going to grow up eventually. And, you know, some of these songs will still stick around because it's like, no matter who you are, you're going to go through it. You're going to want to break up with somebody. You're going to want to make love to somebody. You're going to want to do these things. So I think that these songs, you know, they last a lifetime if people can resonate with them. And I think that's what it is with me. People resonate with those songs. Maybe their mother played it. Maybe their grandmother played it. And like, for me, like, I love the Ivy Brothers. I didn't grow up in that time, but I love that music. You know, I love Teddy Pendergrass.
Likewise.
You know, so
likewise.
Like, so when you hear it, it kind of sticks with you.
Yeah,
definitely.
It is you. Yeah. So in terms of like your catalog, I know it might be difficult, but like, what would you say is your most favorite song or album that you've written, created?
It's gonna be hard to pick the album because all of those albums there are stages in my life that I was going through something. Like I really put my heart on record. I talk about what I've been going through. So all of those songs really mean something to me, and there were different stages in my life that I was going through different things. But if I had to choose one song, I would say that would be I Want You to Know on my first album, My Heart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That one, that album is special. It touches a lot of people. It's your first, it's your baby. So I'm not surprised that you did choose something from that album.
What inspired you to release this new album?
What inspired me was the fact that, you know, the pandemic had happened. We were locked up, still locked up. Have to wear face masks. I had got the idea to make an album, you know, and then I got a strong idea that I should do it for free. And then another idea came that, man, you should name it 100% free. So these, I mean, like, I feel like I'm an antenna and that I just get the signal. So when I get a strong sensation or a strong urge to do something, I got to go with it. I got to do it. It's like I'm supposed to. So when, so then the thought started coming like, damn, this is what we want to be free from. So a lot of thoughts, free from addiction, free from negative thinking, free from this pandemic, free from maybe we do too much social media. We wouldn't need to be free from that. Maybe we do, like, I think as a world, we have come to, we consume things too much. You know, back in the days, we didn't need a lot of things. We were able to survive with lesser things. Now we feel like, well, I feel like we need these things and we don't, you know. Sometimes, you know, an alcoholic will say he needs alcohol in order to get through the day. You don't, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you become addicted to something that, you know, that not only is harming your body, but it's making you a different person. Right. So I just got the idea to do something, name it 100% free and give it away for free. Not to mention that, you know, at the beginning of the pandemic, I had heard that somebody brought to my attention that 800,000 kids go missing every year. I had no idea. I had no idea that many kids come up missing. I was like, yo, what? That's crazy. So I decided to donate 25% of the proceeds from this album to missingkids.org, because I feel like, you know, we need to be talking about it. I mean, nobody's speaking about it. So many celebrities out there. It's not on the news. I mean, they pushing all this other stuff. I mean, I just felt like, you know, I wanted to lend my hand to that because we need to speak a little bit more about that, you know. So
absolutely,
this whole project for me has been, you know, something that I feel like I should do. And not only that I should do it, I got to do it. You know, I got to do it.
Yes.